because it is 11 and we're going 11 o'clock, ready to rock. Hi, everyone. Hi, Greg.
Hey,
How are you doing? Good. Good. Everyone online, how are we doing? So we're doing sort of a hybrid training here. So we're going to be bouncing between Zoom and in person, but it should be awesome. I got everything set up, so we should be good. So my name's Jason Spars. Make sure we're recording. Yes, we are. I'm the Director of Innovation and Technology for KW Integrity Lakes. I'm also the Market Center Tech Trainer for that office, KWU Certified Instructor, and a licensed realtor. And I'm super excited to be here today to talk to you guys about our subject, which is doing 30 deals a year by using Instagram and automation. Now, before we dive into the content, I want to give you a little context of where this course came from. Okay, so about 2 years ago, an agent named Elio Alanis joined Keller Williams in the Houston, Texas Market Center. Now, in his first year, he had 30 closings by himself. His second year, he did 50. Now, that's awesome, and it's also not unprecedented. But what was unusual about Elio is that 100% of his new business came from Instagram, right? Instagram and then referrals from those leads he was getting. So that undoubtedly caught the eye of Keller Williams International. So they had an interview with Elio, and together they put together a model. It's really hard for me not to call it an Instagram model, but I know that confuses people. So they put together a model around Instagram about exactly what he's been doing to generate 80 transactions over his first 2 years in real estate. So they gave that model to us, and now I'm going to give it to you guys. All right, so we're going to talk about how to fill your database by utilizing this powerful Instagram model. Again, I'm going to say it a couple times today. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how to use automation to follow things up. I also promise you this. I'm not going to ever use an hour to teach you guys something that I could in 30 minutes. So this is not going to take the full hour. So when we're done with this, you're going to get a little bit of your time back. So you're welcome in advance. I've never known anyone to be mad about some extra time on their calendar. So I'm going to get this PowerPoint rolling, and we're going to dive into the context. It's going to be really great. Welcome, welcome. Have a seat anywhere. All right, we can see the screen. Fantastic. Sorry, little Zoom buddies. I'm going to minimize you because you are distracting. Just kidding. I can't find my cursor. All right, you'll just go over there. All right. So 30 deals a year with Instagram. So if you've all registered online, there's also some material I'm going to email you after this. This is also being recorded. And here's what Elio did to get 80 transactions in 2 years off Instagram. So step number one, find a lender partner. Okay. This is going to be somebody who likes educating buyers on the home buying process. It's also very, very important that this lender partner has an online application portal, right? This is going to help us pre-approve these Instagram leads we're getting. Can someone tell me why this is important?
You want to break like the flow, just doing it all at once on their phone.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's going to be the easiest way to get people to that pre-approval link, right? If they reach out on Instagram, you can have a link in your bio. You can message them the link right away to get them started with the pre-approval process instead of having to go back and forth, getting their email, connect the lender, connect them. You're going to lose a lot of leads in that back and forth. We want to streamline this process as much as possible. Second benefit of this is going to protect your time as an agent, right? See, a good lender partner is going to nurture these leads just like you would. And if you follow this formula, it's proven that it's going to give you a lot of leads via Instagram. And there's going to be a lot of people who are ready to get pre-approved and buy now. And there's going to be a lot of people who aren't quite there yet. But by handing them all off to your lender, they can take care of the pre-approval process. You can focus on the people with the pre-approvals, and your lender is going to continue to work with and nurture those leads that aren't quite ready to buy a house yet. And we're also later on going to be talking about a few ways that you can do that as well by utilizing automation. Step two, create an Instagram business account, or you can switch your personal account to one. Now, everyone who's on here on Zoom and in person, I'm going to be emailing you a PDF of this. In there is a link to show you how to do this. If you don't know how to do it, it's relatively easy, but I will be emailing you after this course resource on how to do that. So 3 reasons why it's important to switch your Instagram account or create a business account. One, you get analytics with an Instagram business account. This will show you what posts are getting more traction, what are getting more views, likes, what's most effective in your marketing, right? So that way you can tailor your content to mimic what you're getting the highest success rate with. You can also add links to your stories with an Instagram business account. This is something you can't do with a regular account. And this will allow you to schedule posts. So this is going to make setting up what we're going to teach you a lot easier if you have a business account, and it's going to give you analytics so you can see what messaging is effective and then duplicate that. Step 3, Elio committed to following 20 new people every single day. 20 people every day. Right? Your messaging is only as effective as your reach. So the easiest way to do this is follow any suggested people by the app. Search your favorite hashtags, ideally real estate related hashtags, and use geo-targeting feature to make sure that you are connecting with people in our local area. Okay, and also, of course, follow back any followers that you have. So to reiterate so far, find a lender partner with an online link to a pre-approval application, create a business account, and follow 20 people every day. So far, it's pretty easy. We're doing all this from the phone. Love it. Okay, now comes to the content. Elio learned from trial and error that the best way to do this is create a system, right? It takes too much time, too much energy to try and reinvent the wheel every single day. So this is exactly what Elio posts on his schedule. So Mondays, he posts a cool house and or an inspirational quote. Who doesn't love that, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you get videos of properties, neighborhoods, or happy customers. It can also be photos, right? Like closing photos, neighborhood photos, video walkthroughs of houses, et cetera, et cetera. On Friday, that's the call to action, right? This is where we invite our followers to open houses or events going on nearby. And this doesn't always have to be real estate related. Because remember, we're dealing with Instagram, we're dealing with social media, and people like to know the person that they're working with here. Saturdays through Sunday, tour new constructions, tour neighborhoods, or do house walkthroughs, right? So think about that. You're inviting people to the open house on Friday. That house walkthrough can be the walkthrough of that same open house. And note, Elio still is using open houses as a prospecting method because it's a great way to generate content through the week, right? You can use this to not only get this content, these video walkthroughs, these neighborhood photographs, but you can also tie this into marketing your open house. So you're getting 2 sources of lead generation in one. Now, on the bottom of the screen here is a link to Elio's Instagram. I'm going to leave this up for a little bit. If you want to see what he's doing, the content he's posting, and what's getting him these results, you can go ahead and follow him at Elio Realtor. I'll leave that up for a second. Okay. Step 5, and this is the big one. Got our content running. People are going to start reaching out. You're going to start getting direct messages, or as we call them, DMs. To save you time, you want to create templates that you can easily copy and paste into your DMs. You want to make sure that you sound excited and include that let your preferred lender's pre-approval application. Because remember, you're going to get a lot of people, and not a lot of people are going to be ready to buy now. We want to send those people to the lender so they can continue to nurture those folks through the pre-approval process. So here's an example template. This is the message that Elio sends first to every lead that comes in. Hey, thank you so much for reaching out. The first step of any home buying adventure is to get pre-approved. Here's my link to my preferred lender's application. This will help us know how to begin. Let me know once you're qualified and we can find some time to meet. Now, do you think he relies on the lead to reach out and say, hey, I'm pre-qualified? No. That's again, it's important about having a close relationship with your lender partner, because you want that lender to be the one who says, hey, this person's pre-qualified, essentially tee you back up with your own appointment. Okay. And again, this is going to help weed out those people who aren't very serious, right? So we're not going to say we're going to leave those people. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but we want to focus the majority of our attention, especially in a market that's sort of tightening up a little bit, on the people who are ready to buy now. I don't want to be showing houses to someone who can't get a pre-approval. I don't want to be showing houses to someone who's not even committed enough to go through the pre-approval process, because we know that's a pain. And we're going to be meeting a lot of strangers on Instagram, online. So the pre-approval process is another way to vet these people, to make sure if they're willing to go through giving their ID, all their work information, their social security number, all this stuff, taking the hard credit pull, they're a serious buyer and ready to buy a house. So it's not only about protecting their time, but it's about protecting you as well. I would never recommend meeting a stranger from the internet without having some sort of vetting process. And the pre-approval process is a great one, because we all know it's a pain in the ass. Pardon my English. All right, step 6. Reply to any DMs as soon as possible. Speed matters. Just like any lead generation source, speed to lead is very important. Ideally, we want to be responding to these people within 60 seconds. Your chances of converting someone rises 361% if you're able to communicate with them within the first minute of them reaching out. After 5 minutes, it drops below 30%. So speed to lead really matters. So your templates from step 5 is going to help you with this, right? You have your template saved in your notes on your phone. You know, notes if you have an iPhone, your keeper if you have an Android. You get your DM, all you have to do is open that app, copy that message, paste it, and in 1 second, you've sent a response with that link, and then your lender can take care of the rest. Now, of course, conversations may continue. Take that as you will. This is our job. We should know how to have a conversation around real estate, but the important thing is responding quickly and getting them that pre-approval link. All right. Elio also found out that he's going to get a lot of messages from agents and maybe other people are ready to buy a house. Prioritize your real estate leads. If agents reach out, ask you for help, ask you for networking, make sure you're responding to those leads first. Then you build your downline. Add bonus. Okay, a couple additional points that we have here. It's an incredible return on investment, especially for newer agents, because it's free. Also, like anything else, you get what you put in, right? If you watch this class and you say, awesome, I'm going to make my business account, and then I'm going to schedule some posts, and then I'll do like 1 a week. But I have my templates, but I don't have a lender partner. You're probably not going to see those results, right? This is built off of success, right? This is what Elio did, made a model around it, and you have to follow the model to expect those sort of results. So you get what you put into it. Also, we find out that followers matter, right? He went from 1,000 to 7,600 followers in under 2 years using this model. In addition to this, he also posts 4 to 5 ads each month to further expand his reach. You can do this through KW Command, and we have a ton of courses on it. Okay, also, we found out that people want to get to know you, right? He learned that people were most interested in him, more than any checklists or quotes or even pictures of closings. Like it's nice to show success. It's nice to show happy customers, but this is a social media platform, and more than anything, people are interested in the person behind the camera, right? It's implied you're a realtor. They know you're a realtor. They're going to assume you sell real estate. Tell them a little bit about who you are, right? Those open houses, those videos, they make your audience feel like they know you before they actually do. So that's more important than anything, is just having your own personality in there. Be yourself. Show yourself through this. Okay. Any questions so far about Elio's Instagram model? Again, sounds weird. Phrasing, can't change it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good question. So what our analytics show is that the highest click rate you're going to get are ads showing real estate photos, right? A listing that you have a little tease, click here to find the price, find more photos. That's going to get you the highest volume of clicks. I would say the highest value of clicks is going to be more personal videos offering some sort of service, like a renters to homeowners program, a mortgage program that can save you on closing costs. Maybe in this market, I would recommend something along the lines of, are you looking to buy a house but interest rates are too high? Click this link to learn about interest rate buy downs. Educate your people on what they want to know. So those are going to be more specific. right? Because things like that, like a rent a homeowners program or interest rate buy down conversation is going to be more specifically tailored to people who actually want to buy a house, who know what that means. So that quality of lead is going to increase. Whereas if you want a higher volume of leads to fill your database, pretty pictures of real estate are going to bring people in. Because people like looking at real estate, they're going to say, wow, that's a cool house. Wow, that's a sweet condo. I want to see what the kitchen looks like. I want to see what the price is. They're going to click on that, but people don't typically go to Instagram to search for real estate. So they go to look at pretty photos. So you're going to get a higher quality lead with less volume for those real estate specific high value videos or conversations you offer, but you're going to get a higher volume, low quality lead if you post pretty pictures of real estate. I recommend doing a combination of both of those.
So on other suggested follow is great, but I would rather not.
Mhm.
So.
Mhm.
But.
That's a really good question.
What was the question?
Something that I think is a good idea is going to other, if you can go to like, how people post pictures of homes, you can go to their followers, and if it's a Minnesota based company, you can follow their following. And so that would be another way, whereas like real estate, like hashtags, you can all over, but like if you can find a local company that, like, let's say, post pretty pictures, people love looking at great things. And so you go to there, you follow.
That's a fantastic suggestion. So for everyone on Zoom, Alyssa had a question. She was saying, so I follow all my followers. Well, a lot of my suggested followers are other real estate agents. So how can I get exposed to more consumers and less agents? So a great answer to that was, you can go to those agents' pages and find their followers, or go to pictures of pretty homes, sure it's hashtags for, luxury real estate, and follow all of those followers. So that's a great way to get consumers over agents. But at the same time, following agents isn't a bad idea either, because if you're looking to build your downline, this is another really good opportunity to do that. Okay. Any other questions before we move on to the next part of this? All right, cool. So I think that's it for the slideshow. We're done with the screen share. Now this is recorded. You're going to have access to this afterwards. I also have this in a PDF form. I'll get everyone's email here, and I have everyone's email who registered on Eventbrite. So I will be emailing that as well. So you can come back and reference this. It's broken down in a nice little 2-page sheet, very easy to follow and digest. So we have this set up, right? We're running this system. We're bringing in leads. People are messaging us. We send them to our preferred lender. That's awesome. So inevitably, there are going to be a lot of people on our home buying process right here, right? Who are ready to buy now. These are those people who are going to be approved by the lender. They're ready to see houses, and that's fantastic. And that's what we're searching for, and that's what we want. But inevitably, there's also going to be a lot of leads coming in below this ready to buy line. So for reference of what we're looking at here, right? This marks the time somebody buys a house with you. The distance between these is about 3 to 7 years when the average homeowner purchases or sells a house. This is the line where they're ready to have a serious real estate conversation and start seeing homes. So it's going to be great. We're going to find leads right here that are ready to buy now. We love that. We're going to go sell them a home, and everyone's going to be happy. Eventually, once they sell a home, they're going to come right back down to the bottom of this list. And a lot of the leads that we're going to get aren't going to be ready to buy right now. They're going to need more proof of income from their employer. They're going to need a better credit score. They're going to need to save more money. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to say, cool, thanks for playing. Let me know when you're ready to buy a house again. No, that's what bad realtors do. We're not bad realtors. We're good realtors, which means that we follow up with every lead we get with frequency and intensity, right? Because we want to stay in constant contact with these leads. So when they get to this point, they're not going to rely on walking into an open house, because if they do, they're going to run into me and I'm going to take them. No, you're going to stay in front of them. You're going to stay in contact with them. So when they get to this point, they're going to call you because they know you. They know the value you bring. So this is where our automation comes into play. See, we can take everyone that we get from Instagram, we can add them to our database in Command with a quick tag or whatever CRM you use, and put them on follow-up plans, smart plans, trip campaigns. Here, we're going to utilize a 36 touch. And I'm going to give you a couple tips right now to help nearly fully automate this 36 touch to make it easy as possible. Notice when I said nearly. Because you got me selling stuff, right? But first thing I would do for every single person who comes in who's not ready to buy now, because if they get that pre-approval and they're ready to buy now, awesome. Have your buyer consult, do your needs analysis, put them on the North Star MLS search, show them a house, sell them. Once they close, then put them on this. But for everyone else who's not ready to buy now, here's my recommendation. And you can do whatever you want, but you have to do something. So first, I would put everyone on a monthly neighborhood nurture. You can find this easily in your Smart Plans apps or Smart Plans library. I was going to say app store, in your Smart Plan library. Now you can do bi-weekly emails or monthly. I prefer monthly. That's going to give us 12 touches out of the year. Remember, we're shooting for 36. I would also pair this with a regular monthly email. The neighborhood nurture is going to send market information, data, photos of homes, homes for sale in their neighborhood, homes for sale in any neighborhood they want. That's going to be a ton of real estate information, and that's going to solidify you as a neighborhood expert and a trusted realtor. The second email that we're going to be sending out should be on the alternating weeks, right? Every 14 days, they get an email from you. And this one doesn't necessarily have to be market data or even real estate specific at all, right? It can be real estate specific, but this can be holiday emails. Thanksgiving's coming up. There's your Thanksgiving email. This could be events coming up around you. If you're doing an event, an invitation to that, or it can be real estate stuff, but not, market data, but maybe, tips to make your home more energy efficient this winter. Tips to easy home projects to increase the value of your home. When the interest rates start to drop, which hopefully they will the next couple quarters, links to your lender to refinance. And also, we want to make sure that we're giving people in these emails links to our agent sites and our app codes, because they're not ready to buy a house right now, but they are interested in real estate. So this is our opportunity to stay in closer proximity with them by giving them our agent sites to search for real estate on. So they're staying off of Zillow and Realtor.com and all these other sites that are going to guide them to other realtors. We want to insulate these buyers and keep them in our sphere. Now I'm going to jump into Command real quick, and we're going to do a screen share. Because I'm going to show you something. Maybe here we go. Okay, so these two smart plans right here will give us 24 out of our 36 touches. And with these, we're not doing anything, right? This is the automation that's coming in. This is the bulk of our communication, and it's being handled while we go show houses, sell real estate, and manage our illustrious Instagram accounts. So if we go into Smart Plans, we can navigate to the library. First things first, let's find the Keller Williams created Smart Plans. And here you can find that monthly neighborhood nurture, right? That's what's going to send that digital newsletter specific to their neighborhoods. Now, in your conversations, you should find out where they live, or at least what neighborhoods they're interested in. If not, I would just give them general areas that they can search. You can go into the contact, you can click the map, and you can just select neighborhoods. Let's say they responded to an ad for a house we listed in South Minneapolis. Well, I would just click pretty much every neighborhood in South Minneapolis, put them on that, then they can choose from there what neighborhoods they're interested in. Now, you can also search through this Smart Plan library by author name. So if you go ahead and type in my name, I made a bunch of stuff for you guys. I like you. And one of these Smart Plans I've created that you can use is the KW Lakes monthly email Smart Plan. So that's going to accomplish this one right here. So by downloading this, and I already have it downloaded, so it's not going to let me download it again, you'll get access to this Smart Plan that I created. Now, I did not create this to be a 12-month rolling email plan. And there's a reason behind that, right? Because things change. So this is set up per quarter. It's 3 months of emails that go out. But if I set up this email plan at the beginning of the year and my October touch was an email that said, now is a great time to refinance because interest rates are crazy low, because they were at the beginning of last year. They're not now. You'd sure look silly. You look downright stupid. So it's important to make sure that these emails you're sending out are timely and they match the market that we're in, which changes quickly, which is why they're only on 3-month increments. So if you are going to utilize this smart plan, it is my sincerest recommendation that you also put a repeating reminder in your personal work calendar every 3 months to swap out these emails. To 1, make sure that you're keeping current with your content, and 2, to make sure that you're not sending the same 3 emails every single quarter. All right, so in order to do that, you can click here and then click select new design, and this will take you either to the pre-made library or your personal design library for emails that you've created using designs. Okay. Back to the board. So we're sending out some automated emails. That's fantastic. And we have to have a little more personal touch in here. So I would also recommend putting in some sort of quarterly call plan. This can also be text messages. If you really want to lean into the automation, you can set up a quarterly text plan using Twilio, where it'll send out the same text message like, hey, just checking in, how's that pre-approval going? Or, hey, are you still interested in blah, blah, blah? Hey, it's me, just checking in, seeing everything's going, right? You can have generalized automated texts, but if you want this to be as effective as possible, I would pick up the phone, I would make a call, and I'd use your Fort script. So right here, we have 28 out of 36 touches. Now this needs to be specific to you guys. This is your business. This is your database. These are your people. So I'm not going to tell you how to do the entire 36 touches, but I've just done 80% of it for you. We haven't even talked about birthdays or marketing for events or holiday emails or postcards or anything. There's so many things you can do. But if you have this foundation set up, and even if you do just this, you're going to be all right. But I challenge everyone here on this screen to take this and figure out, what can I do to get 8 more touches every single year? And you've done it. Cool. Any questions? Well, I promised I would never take up an hour of your time to teach you what I could in only 30 minutes. And I've never met a group of realtors who got mad about extra time on their calendar. Yeah.
Selfishly, I think the Instagram leader because of the music.
Okay.
Because like when I think the business account, it has to do with that.
Okay.
So, you know the workaround?
Go ahead. No.
The workaround is, so you have 2 accounts. You can send that music that you want to use, send it to your business account via DM. You can send music that way. And then you go into that DM, you take that music, you save it into your audio. So you'll have to like curate your own backup. So that you'll have to curate your own like what you want to use. That's like an extra step. So like that's the workaround. They don't play it as like usually they don't. Sometimes it's trying to find it something
All righty. Well, if you registered on Eventbrite, I'm going to be emailing you a PDF of this model. Everyone in here, did you all register on Eventbrite? Okay, cool. I'm going to send this email out to everybody later this afternoon. This is also recorded. If you want to revisit it, just ask the front desk. They'll be sure to get it to you. Other than that, let's go get them, gang.
Yes, sir.